Yo, what's up mga kaibigan? This is I2K. Ngayon nandito naman tayo sa channel ni Banat PH Update TV. Dito naman tayo magbibigay ng reaksyon at komentary sa kanyang video mga kaibigan. Samahan nyo ako. Umpisa na natin. Let's go!
Ito ang nakakagulat. Trending ngayon sa mundo ng social media ang di umano'y balitang. Ito ang nakaka-proud. Pangulong Bongbong Marcos hindi na nga mapipigilan pa. $3.6 billion Bataan Cavite Interlink Bridge. Tuloy na. Mga anti-Marcos na tulala sa galing ng Pangulo. Pero bago ang lahat,
sigurado tataasan na naman mga kilay ng mayon.
Mga kachika, kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe sa channel na ito,
sa lahat ng mga di pa nakasubscribe sa channel ni Banat, ano ba to? Banat PH Update TV, mag-subscribe na tayo mga kaibigan at mag-like sa kanyang video. At huwag nyo rin kalimutan mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Game guys, tuloy ulit natin.
Huwag mo nang patagalin yan.
Yeah.
I-subscribe mo na yan.
Oh yeah!
At huwag mo rin kalimutang i-click ang notification bell para updated ka sa lahat ng bagong video na i-upload namin.
Tama.
At yun na nga mga kachika, Pangulong Bongbong Marcos hindi na nga mapipigilan pa kung ano ang kanyang ipinangako sa panahon ng pangangampanya na ipagpapatuloy niya ang mga magagandang proyekto ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ay kanya na ngang
Ganyan dapat. Kung ano yung naiwanan ng Pangulo, kung sino man susunod na upo, dapat ituloy. Hindi yung kung ano pinagkagawa, sisiraan, ganun. Ganyan dapat, di ba? Napakagandang halimbawa ng isang Pangulo. Di ba? Yung mga dilawan malamang nag-iiyakan na naman ngayon.
tupad. Ang proyektong ito ay sinimula ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Ayon pa sa kanila, ang proyektong ito ay nasa blueprint di umano ng yumaong dakilang Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Sr. na binuhay ni
ang ating bayani
Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. At ngayon ay ipagpapatuloy na ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ang mga blueprint ng kanyang ama. Ang Bataan Cavite Interlink Bridge Project ay isang cable-stayed bridge na itatayo sa Manila Bay upang bawasan ang oras ng paglalakbay sa pagitan ng mga lalawigan ng Bataan at Cavite mula 5 oras hanggang 40 minutes. Ito ay binuo gamit ang
grabe ano, mula 5 oras tapos sa magiging travel mo na lang ngayon 40 minutes. Grabe, ang bilis ng biyahe nun guys, sa totoo lang. Sa yung bridge na to, grabe, napakaganda.
Ang pagpupondo mula sa ADP o Asia Development Bank. At ayon pa nga sa balita ng Inquirer.net, DPWH, construction of Bataan Cavite Interlink Bridge to start in late 2023. Construction of Bataan Cavite Interlink Bridge is slated to start in late 2023, with its detailed engineering plan already 70% completed, Public Works and Highway Secretary Manuel Buan said Tuesday. In a palace briefing, Bunuan said the department informed President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. during a sectorial meeting in Malacanang on Tuesday that the project, which will include 2 cable-stayed navigation bridges, will be implemented this year. The detailed engineering is now ongoing. It's about 70% complete. We told the President it would be ready within the
sabihin, malapit na matapos. Nasa 70% na siya eh. Malapit na matapos to guys.
year to groundbreak the implementation of this very significant bridge, he said. He added, the government instead to start construction of the bridge project in the latter part of this year, and it's aimed to be completed in 5 years. We will try to have this completed before the term of the President ends, the DPWH chief said, end quote. Layunin ng bagong signature bridge ay magbigay ng makabuluhang transport corridor para sa Pilipinas at magtutulak ng bagong paglago ng ekonomiya para sa bansa. Mapapaluwag nito ang trapiko sa North Luzon Expressway. Ang proyekto ay makakatulong upang baguhin ang regional na ekonomiya ng Cavite, Bataan at mga lalawigan na matatagpuan sa hilaga ng Bataan sa pamamagitan ng pinabuting koneksyon, mga bagong pagkakataon sa ekonomiya at mga trabaho. Ang tulay ay magbibigay din ng mga pagkakataon para sa bagong pagpapalawak at paglago ng ekonomiya sa labas ng Maynila, tulad ng pagpapaunlad ng mga daungan sa Cavite at Bataan bilang pangunahing international na mga gateway sa pagpapadala sa Pilipinas. At dahil nga sa balitang ito, hindi naman mapigilan ng marami sa ating mga kababayan na magbigay ng kanilang hinaing at komento sa mundo ng social media. At ayon pa sa kanila, iyak dilawan yan. Kung nanalo lang sila ini ngayon, malamang inubos na mga dilawan pera ng Pinas. Sabihin walang budget. Sa mga ipinapakita ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, dapat nating ikatuwa ang pagmamahal niya sa atin at sa ating bansa. Kung ikaw ay tunay na Pilipino, katungkulan mong suportahan ng gobyerno. Di kalabanin ito. Hooray PBBM! Wow, ganda! Thanks sa Pangulo natin Mr. President Bongbong Marcos and VP Inday Sara. Mabuhay po ang Pilipinas. Talagang masaya na si Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos ngayon. Matutupad na rin ang minimiti ng Pilipinas. Iyan ang mga political preparation ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos para sa future ng kanyang mga anak na susunod na pinuno ng bansang Pilipinas. Napakaganda sapagkat lahat ay makikinabang, hindi lamang ang mga Pilipino. Kung malalim kang mag-isip, alam mo ang kahalagahan ng mga proyektong iyan. Ang galing talaga ni BBM. Yan ang president na handang ipatupad ang mga proyekto ng bansang Pilipinas. Mabuhay po kayo. End quote.
To formally begin our program, may we call on Bataan Governor Jose Enrique Garcia III to deliver his welcome remarks.
Good morning, a pleasant noon to each and everyone, to our esteemed guests, partners, especially to His Excellency, our President, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., who has graced us with his presence in our beautiful province of Bataan. Your time with us, Mr. President, kahit po ilang oras pa lamang, has already inspired us and filled our hearts with hope for a brighter future. We are truly honored to share this momentous occasion with you as we gather to celebrate this game-changer project that promises to revolutionize the landscape of Bataan and Cavite. It is with immense gratitude that I, on behalf of all Bataeños, express our appreciation for the unwavering support that you, Mr. President, all our partners, both in the government and private sector, have shown us. We remain committed in the pursuit of our nation's continued economic growth. As we eagerly await the completed detailed engineering design of the bridge, the excitement only grows stronger with today's ceremonial switching of its geotechnical investigation drilling. This milestone signifies our collective dream. The Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge, or BCIB, is coming closer to fruition. The optimism surrounding this iconic $3.6 billion bridge project is shared not only by us, but by the entire country. The BCIB will bring a much-needed solution to Metro Manila's traffic woes, reducing travel time from southern Luzon to central Luzon from a staggering 5 hours to a mere 45 minutes. This impressive feat will be achieved without the need to traverse the congested EDSA and North Luzon Expressway. With its impressive 32-kilometer length, the BCIB will hold the distinction of being one of the longest bridges outside of China. As it connects airports and industrial hubs around Manila Bay, this extraordinary bridge will elevate Bataan and Cavite to new heights and possibly finally position Manila Bay as among the greatest bays in the world. Beyond its physical attributes, the BCIB will undeniably contribute to the economic growth of Regions 3 and 4, as well as the National Capital Region, making Bataan a viable alternative to Metro Manila. The bridge aligns with our overarching vision for Bataan to achieve quality growth driven by diverse economic investments and efficient governance, ultimately leading to stable and empowered families. We are preparing for an economic boom that resonates with the government's holistic approach to creating a work-life balance environment that benefits all citizens. The Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge represents so much more than a mere structure to us. It symbolizes progress, connectivity, and hope for our beloved country and its people. Thank you again, Mr. President, for being here today, and may we all enjoy this historic day in the beautiful province of Bataan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Governor Garcia. To give us a bird's eye view of the project, may we call on Public Works and Highways Secretary Manuel Bunoan.
Your Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The Department of Public Works and Highways is grateful to everyone for your precious time in attending this milestone ceremonial switching of the geotechnical investigation drilling equipment that marks the official launching of the DPWH biggest infrastructure project to be implemented under the administration of President Bongbong Marcos. The Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge project, this momentous occasion is made more memorable with the presence of no less than our President, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. The Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge is a 32-kilometer, 4-lane bridge that is included in the recently approved NEDA board list of infrastructure flagship projects that will continue the previous administration's Build program into this administration's Build Better More to further enhance inter-island linkages and connectivity and reduce transport logistic costs. By directly connecting the two busiest provinces of Bataan and Cavite, located in Region 3 and Region 4A, the country's biggest gross domestic product generator, travel time will be reduced to by more than 4 hours. This will help reduce logistic costs that can further lead to a reduction in the prices of goods and services, all of which have positive effects on the economy. This is anchored on the 8-point agenda of the President and the Philippine Development Plan that outlines the priority programs and strategies aims to improve the lives of every Filipino. The feasibility study of the Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge started sometime in 2018 and will not only link Bataan and Cavite but also is the traffic congestion in Metro Manila's busiest gateways in South Luzon Expressway and the North Luzon Expressway. The DPWH, together with the experts from joint venture of TY Lin International, Yongwa Engineering Consultants, Renard and DCCD Engineering Corporation, are presently working on the final detailed engineering design that will ensure proper mitigating measures that are in place to address the social and ecological concerns as the bridge will cross over Manila Bay. The detailed engineering design would also address environmental and security issues, among others. We thank the Asian Development Bank for supporting the project by funding the feasibility study and detailed engineering design for this very important flagship project. Without preempting the Asian Development Bank, the loan negotiations for this civil works construction is expected to commence in the third quarter of 2023. DPWH targets to start the 5-year construction during the first semester of 2024. The bridge project will be divided into 7 contract packages to accelerate completion. Once this bridge is completed, travel time between Bataan and Cavite will be reduced from the current 5.5 hours to just about 45 minutes, as the good governor said, saving more than 4 hours in travel time and benefiting thousands of commuters. Thank you, Mr. President, for trusting DPWH to build the biggest flagship project that will definitely help boost the country's economic recovery post-pandemic, thereby improving the lives of every Filipino. Maraming salamat po, mabuhay tayong lahat.
At yun na nga mga kachika, ano na ang yung magiging...
At dito nga po nagtatapos ang ating reaction video. dito kay Banat PH Update TV. Yeah, maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta. Muli ako po si I2K. Yeah, peace out.